Hey everybody, welcome. It's Edwin here. I am the Pretty Green Vinyl Guy, and I'm back with another video. Today I thought I'd do another ranking video, and today I'm going to rank the albums of The Police. Now, The Police and I have a long history, and that Police too. The band The Police and I have a long history. I've been a fan probably since the second album, Reggatta de Blanc. I was probably a little too young for Outlandish d'Amour as far as when it first came out. But I love this band. I was a huge fan all through high school. They just delivered a sound that really, as a young teenager, really attracted me to them. You know, they were three good-looking lads, and the combination of their reggae and their world and their jazz and their pop and their rock and their masterfulness of their instruments. I couldn't believe that only three guys made all that music. It was amazing. So I love The Police. I in fact, Message in a Bottle. When I was in high school, I played in a little punk band, and we covered Message in a Bottle, as you do. And yeah, just a great band. So today I want to rank in order the 5 studio albums from I'm not going to say my least favorite, my least. What's the word I'm looking for? Like, they're all amazing albums, and the order could change on any given day, but least likely to listen to most likely to listen to. How's that? So certainly not worst to best, because none of these albums are worse. So The Police, we got the 3 members. We got Sting, who played bass and sang and wrote most of the lyrics for most of the songs. We've got Andy Summers, the guitar player. And we have Stewart Copeland, the drummer. And, the band started, basically Sting and Stewart had met up a couple of times, and Stewart talked him into joining his band. He had seen Sting playing up in Newcastle, up in the north of England. And they started their first trio with, I'm going to pronounce his name wrong probably, but Henry Paravande or something like that. And they had a single put out called Fallout. And I guess somewhere along the line that relationship didn't work out, and in comes Andy Summers, and that's The Police as we know it. Stewart's brother Miles Copeland was their manager, and he got them signed to A&M, and yeah, the rest is history. So in number 5 spot, I'm going to go with Synchronicity. Mostly, there's a couple of reasons. Mostly because it's overplayed. I mean, Every Breath You Take, King of Pain, Wrapped Around Your Finger, Synchronicity 2. I've just heard all these songs way too many times. This was kind of my high school theme album, and this got played to death. But I remember the day it came out. I remember making my mom drive me to the record store to pick this up. And, of course, it's always, judged on the song Mother and Miss Grodenko. Were they worthy of this album? Did they bring that album down? Let me know in the comments below what you think. Some days I like Mother, and other days it drives me nuts. This is a Japanese pressing. And I'll show you the label. So they had the Synchronicity. They were so big by this time they could even start designing their own record labels. There you go. So this is a Japanese pressing. Plays beautifully. And in my number 5 spot is The Police, Synchronicity. Number 4, I'm going to go with Ghost in the Machine. This was the first time I saw The Police on this tour in Vancouver. And, this really took off. Like, they were well known after Zenyatta Mondatta in North America, but this album was over the top. Like, you couldn't turn on the radio and not hear Spirits in the Material World or Every Little Thing She Does Is Magic. The other top song, I guess, was Invisible Sun, I think was the other single. But there's a lot of great songs on this album. There's a lot of B-cuts that a lot of people don't really talk about when they talk about The Police. I really love Rehumanize Yourself, Omega Man, Demolition Man, um, Hungry for You. I mean, again, none of these are bad albums. This is a great album also. This is the Abbey Road Half Speed Master that came out a couple of years ago. And I forget what the label's like that. Yeah, it's got you can see my light. These are so shiny, clean. It's reflecting back on my light. Incredible. And actually, I'm going to put this in this sleeve. That's why I had this here. But this is a great album. It sounds amazing. It's, I guess, was their first kind of introduction to like electronic. There was a bit of keyboard and stuff in it. And I was just wondering what that is, but that's that Abbey Road Certificate of Authentication. But yeah, in my number 4 spot, The Police, Ghost in the Machine. My number 3 spot, I'm going to go with Outlandos d'Amour, the debut album with songs like Roxanne, Next to You, So Lonely, Can't Stand Losing You. All great songs that all 4 they played on the reunion tour when I saw them for the second time. And I mean, what a debut. I mean, Roxanne, just such an incredible song. And but there's a few songs on this that shows their rookiness. And I'm not a fan of Peanuts or Born in the 50s. Be My Girl Sally's kind of a little annoying. This is the audiophile label, which was, I think, a Canadian sort of brand that came out in obviously the 80s. This is, I'll show you what it had this like audiophile label. And it sounds amazing. So I don't know how they cut these back then, if they were cut from the original master tapes. There you go. The cutting original master tapes is performed at half the normal speed. The velocity of the cutting stylus being dramatically reduced results in a more faithful cutting of heavily modulated passages and a general extension of the frequency range. So yeah, the audiophile. I have a few albums. I have a Supertramp recording in this, and I think I have a let me think about that. But yeah, a few different things in this. So that's my number 3 pick. Outlandos d'Amour, the debut album. Roxanne, Next to You. Just a brilliant album. Now, I've been up all day trying to figure this out, because I love these 2 albums. I mean, you know what they are, because there's only 5 albums in the catalog. And I think for today, I'm going with Regatta de Blanc as my number 2 pick. Oh man, this is, for a lot of days, this is my favorite album. But I've been playing these all day today, and I'm kind of thinking Zenyatta Mondatta just sort of tips the iceberg a bit, and I'll explain why when I get there. But this is the second album, also on that audiophile series, Regatta de Blanc, White Reggae. Message in a Bottle, It's All Right for You, Walking on the Moon, The Bed's Too Big Without You, Does Everybody Stare, No Time This Time, and Regatta de Blanc itself. Just a great, like, what a jump from the musicianship that they start exploring more on this album. Like such a jump from this one, and it just sounds so much fuller. Sounds less punky, less post-punky. It's got that reggae, the amazing Stuart Copeland's drumming, all the guitar filler that Andy Summers was doing. I mean, it's just a banging album. And a lot of these songs also played really well live, and that was something I really did enjoy when I did get to see them. But yeah, I'm going to go number 2 with Regatta de Blanc, the Police's second album. And of course, we're going to go with Zenyatta Mondatta. This is a Japanese pressing. Let's get that out of the way. I'll show you the label. It's got the actual Police in the colors on there. And, you know, when I was sitting this morning, I was like, okay, I the reason why Zenyatta Mondatta can't be first is because of the do 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 da da da. But when I listened to it today, I actually didn't mind the song. Like, I can see why it was a hit single. Like, when you think of it just as the lyric, the do 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 da da da, you don't think of it as being a great song. But man, the musicianship in that, and yeah, it's a banger. So this is the third album. I think musically, it got even greater here. And I think what also tips the hat for this album is these songs live. Oh my God. These songs are some of their best material when you would see the Police live. When the world is running down, you make the best of what's still around. That's an epic live. Driven to Tears is an epic live song. Of course, Don't Stand So Close to Me. Shadows in the Rain. Oh, I mean, that's when they're starting to hit the jazz. And just Man in a Suitcase. Yeah, it's just a great album. It just raised the bar of their sound. I think it's their most, for me, this was still a little punky enough in one sense. Like after this, it started to change, right? So I think they peaked from the first three albums on the third album. And then the rest, like I said, they're not that they're bad. They're obviously amazing albums. Just the sound just slightly changed a little bit. So that's my ranking of the Police albums. Comment below, let me know your rankings. I've been having problems with my YouTube channel lately. I just want to add in, I guess I've been doing a lot of copyrighted music, which has pushed me way down. But I was reviewing some speakers and I wanted to show the music. So anyway, I'm hoping this video will set the record back straight. I'm not going to put any music in this video, even though I'd love to play a track from every album. Damn you, YouTube. Anyway, so that's my ranking of the Police albums. If you're not a subscriber, please hit the subscribe button. Give me a thumbs up. Leave a comment. I'd love to connect with everybody in the vinyl community. Have a great night, day.